This bill has many dynamics, many facets. I'm going to be against the theme of the bill, which is gender-affirming care. I would like to thank the heart behind inclusion and equity. All members of our community are valuable. This bill relaxes requirements for what and how physicians prescribe controlled substances like puberty blockers and hormones in regard to gender-affirming care. It allows out-of-state physicians to prescribe with merely a telehealth interaction, no need to be in person. So a doctor can be on the phone talking to the family, and they can initiate sex change surgery processes like hormones and puberty blockers. A potential dilemma facing transgender children, their families, and their doctor is this: taking cross hormones can reduce fertility. There isn't enough research to find out if it is reversible or not. So when children make the decision to start taking hormones, they have to consider whether they ever want to have biological children. No long-term longitudinal studies of puberty blockers and their effects on children have ever been done. Thus, the treatment that this bill encourages is somewhat experimental. Concerns have been raised that hormonal suppression of puberty may permanently alter neurodevelopment. The possible impact of puberty blockage on a young person's cognition has important implications for the capacity to give informed consent. In other words, if a child takes puberty blockers, if they're going to in the future make medical decisions about sex change surgery, their ability to make that cognitive decision has been decreased. Sweden was one of the earliest and strongest supporters of gender-affirming care. A Swedish study published in 2011 found that, quote, persons with transsexualism after sex reassignment have higher risks for mortality, suicidal behavior, and psychiatric morbidity than the general population. Our findings suggest that sex reassignment, although temporarily alleviating gender dysphoria, may not suffice as treatment for transsexualism. Countries who are earliest supporters of gender-affirming care, such as Finland, Sweden, Norway, and the UK, are now backpedaling and acknowledging how experimental this treatment is. As legislators, we bear the responsibility of weighing the consequences of the legislation we enact. Should we open the door wider for our keiki to embark on a journey filled with uncertainties and implications when they have yet to attain full cognition development? It is incumbent upon us to safeguard their well-being and refrain from endorsing experimental procedures that have no definite solution to gender dysphoria. I implore my colleagues to consider the gravity of the decision before us. Let us prioritize the welfare of our youth. They deserve nothing less than our unwavering commitment to their health and future well-being. God made male and female. He did a pretty good job. Men and women are equal, and they're complementary in biology.
Representative